Hi, thanks for choosing to listen to Mei Podcast. Among the many choices out there, thanks so much for being present in this life. As you know, family is always the most peaceful and happy place when returning home. And for me too, nothing is more precious than the word family. My family has parents and two sisters, so I'm considered a baby in the family. From a young age, my relatives told me that I resemble my father, and the older I got, the more I realized that I resemble my father in both appearance and personality. I'm like my father with an upright disposition, hardworking, humble, but somewhat indecisive. My sisters and I are only a few years apart in age, so they are very compatible in terms of interests and easy to talk to. Although we used to win each other's food a lot when we were young, when we grew up, we love each other even more. When I was a child, I wanted to grow up quickly. I wanted to live independently so that I wouldn't have to listen to the coaching of my parents. But that was just a fleeting talk of a young child. At that time, I naively didn't know that being away from my parents' house, everything became difficult for me. That's when I slipped and fell in the bedroom. When I was alone in the face of a broken focus, then I could only feel heartbroken and miss my parents. And then I just wished if only I could go back to my carefree childhood, just go to school and then play with the kids in the neighborhood. I was originally a child living in the countryside, where there are rice fields, shifting fields, and corners along the way. It is a place without a sound of busy traffic, where I am loved by the village, not full of strangers like now. To be honest, for a kid who goes to school and lives alone in a busy, crowded city, I always hope to return home soon, where my parents are always willing to help me and soothe my worries. From the bottom of my heart, family is always the first choice for me, and that is also the motivation that me to try to study well, because I feel the dedication of my parents' roof. Their coldest hands every time I hold their hands. I was unlucky to meet and see my grandfather from birth because he died when my father and uncle were only a few years old, when the country was still at war. Although not being called grandpa or being loved and cared for by him, perhaps the love for my paternal grandmother has comforted myself. To me, grandma is right. She took care of her father and uncle alone. She also used to take care of our sisters when we were young, when our parents went to the fields. Perhaps the years spent with her were the best. Every time I go home, I visit my grandmother and tell her happy and sad stories. My grandmother has been suffering from heart disease for a long time. I'm so scared. I'm afraid that one day she's gone, because she is the only grandmother I have right now. I'm afraid to face the time when I lost my maternal grandparents again. When my grandmother was alive, she was very pretty. She was tender and very modest. That is also the character of my mother. My mother is her only daughter. She always loved her children wholeheartedly. I remember when I was a child, I used to go to market with my mother and grandmother on a canoe to sell dozen vegetable streets and drove by my grandmother. I still remember the taste of her pickled pepper dish or her sweet stir-fry elderberry. Those are just grotesque dishes, but I'll probably never find that taste again. I missed her so much. And to be honest, to me, my grandfather was amazing. One day, my grandfather died. Everyone felt sorry for him because my grandfather lived a very loving life. He was always loved and admired by everyone around him. I like his simple gentleness and love his suffering. He has a piece of land covered with fresh vegetables and fruit grown by himself. Every day, he takes care of it diligently. When he was alive, he loved me very much. He always asked and cared about my studies. Therefore, every time I have a reward, I go to show it to him. At the time, he was very happy and it was also my joy. This is a podcast containing a lot of my feelings and thoughts. Moreover, this is probably the first time I have shared so much about my family. Thanks for listening. Wish you and your family always have happy moments.